I apologize. I didn't...
I told you to beat it.
Oh, I'm just always saying the wrong things. Hello everyone, Thranxes here, and welcome back to Call of Cthulhu Episode 2, where we have just started the beginning of Chapter 2, having made it to the Isle of Darkwater. We've been invited to go to the bar to get a drink, which I think we'll need one, but then also at the Harbor Master's office, Captain Fitzroy has some documents for us. Oh, let's not get caught by the hook here of this fisherman. Do you want to talk to me? Really, the silent treatment, eh? Are you gonna let me back on the boat? No. Okay. Fair enough. Then instead, let's go see what all this commotion over here is about. I'm pretty interested in this, actually.
Move back. Let the police do their work. Hey, Sullivan. Can't you go any faster?
You've seen how old this thing is. If we force it too much, we'll break everything.
You can't do that.
But it's only a fish.
A fish? You've got no idea. Don't badmouth what you don't know, or you'll pay for it for sure.
What?
Okay, that's enough. Step back and let us do our job.
That's no way to treat an omen.
Oh yeah? He's gonna get us into trouble. You can't understand. You're not sailors. It's a sign. There's something coming. Something real bad.
Don't put that beast back in the water, you shysters. You're crazy.
They're
Okay,
cops.
okay.
They can't understand.
I've had enough.
Damn stupid idiots.
Easy.
Forget it. Nobody listens to us anyway.
That's no way to treat an omen.
The same goes for you, sir. Move along.
Ooh. You're totally out of your depth.
Don't treat me like another one of these locals. You're completely overwhelmed, and you could do with reinforcements.
What are you thinking? That you can call the National Guard to an island like Darkwater? For a stranded fish? Gosh darn, Mr. Not like another one of these locals. Go give your valuable advice somewhere else, huh?
Oh, I see.
Now, please, allow me to do my job.
Don't put that beast back in the water.
You can see that I'm busy, can't you?
No,
You
yes.
can't
No way to
understand. You're
treat
not
an omen.
sailors.
Oh yeah.
It's a sign. There's something
I should have
coming.
asked about the warehouse.
Something real bad.
You can see that I'm busy, can't you?
You can't understand.
Don't put that beast back in the water, you shysters. You're crazy.
The blood is just beginning to coagulate. It died a short time ago. Only a specialist would know what killed it.
You can't understand. You're not sailors. It's a...
What could have done so much damage?
And I'm not a
Don't
specialist,
put that
apparently.
beast back in the water, you shysters. You're crazy.
They're cops. They can't understand.
I should have asked about the warehouse. I was primed with my first dialogue encounter to think I'd be able to ask every dialogue option. I'm going to need to be more selective in the future. Can I pick this up? No, of course not. Alright. Let's go to the bar. I think that's a good option. Oh, hello. What's going on here? Smoking the pipe a little bit. You guys are checking out the omen as well. Let's go to the stranded whale. Okay. Nice to see you too.
Hey, be careful.
Okay, I'm starting to get. I'm getting into the mindset of this character. I like this.
Let's get him another drink. He's dry.
There you
In my
go.
bar, we don't serve troublemakers.
Ooh. Hold to test eloquence. The guy didn't show respect. You're overdoing it. I'm sorry. How about the guy didn't show respect?
You saw it just like me. That bum deserved a lesson.
Yeah, but he's a regular, and you're not.
I can see that you and I are off to a bad start. I'm here for information, not for a fight.
I prefer it that way. Speak then. I reserve the right to answer or not.
Okay, Roy Mitchell. No prohibition around here. I'm looking for Warehouse 36. Find out about darkwater. Order a drink. Let's find out about darkwater.
What can you tell me about her?
We all knew she was famous on the mainland for her paintings. Never understood why. Then, I don't want to speak ill of the dead.
Good call. It's not speaking ill if it's true.
Her vision. Was it so terrible?
Way I see it, the truth is really a question of point of view.
What do you mean by that?
Do you still trust the truth after a bottle of whiskey?
It's true that they
Her
were
style
strange.
made her famous. How would you describe it? Tortured?
Yeah. Well, it wasn't normal. I mean, for a young woman with a child and all that. We saw them in the papers and we said to ourselves, who can paint such things? Is that how she sees the world?
So they made you feel uncomfortable.
You need to see them for yourself. Make up your own mind.
That sounds like a good idea, actually.
I've got what I need.
Anything else?
Yeah, before I get anywhere else, I want to find out about Warehouse 36.
Do you know where this place is? Warehouse 36, Darkwater Harbor.
The Hawkins warehouse. I see, yeah. If I were you, I wouldn't hang around there.
Why not?
First off, there are rumors. Sailors from around here say you can hear noises coming from the warehouse at night. Screams, that sort of thing.
Ew.
Screams.
And that's not all. There's the fate of its owners and all the superstitions that go with it. But I'll say no more. Anything else?
Yeah, how about, why the stranded whale? How about that?
The stranded whale. I guess this bar has been here a long time.
What can I tell you? I'm a nostalgic sort of guy. The name, it reminds us of the golden age of darkwater. When our whalers left for long months and came back sweating and stinking of the oil and flesh of the whales they'd been hunting.
It was a tough time, all the same.
Ah, but steeped in glory. We've never known such wealth since then.
I see. How about no prohibition around
I
here?
didn't expect to find alcohol on this island. What's the source of this miracle?
You mean who? Our source of supply wouldn't like me to betray them to the first comer.
I'll tell nobody.
Fair enough.
She'd know it anyway. Anything else?
Yeah, I'll take a drink, actually.
Captain Fitzroy told me about a little pick-me-up.
Oh, yeah? That must have been before you came looking for a fight in my bar.
Oh, come on. Because of a little tussle.
Drinking it here is a privilege, and I grant the privilege to whoever I want. Anything else?
Fair enough. Fair enough. Then I'm good.
That'll be all for now.
What have we here?
Charles Hawkins was a heavy drinker. And a debtor. Interesting.
Indeed. The highest tab on the list.
And then he said, "You have no right to treat us like this."
And the doctor, what did he say?
He laughed.
My God.
You said it.
The Miraculous Catch. Apparently, the most significant event of the last 80 years.
Oh, and it was on the ship we rode in on. 21st of May, 1847, the Miraculous Catch. The Scylla returns to port to save Darkwater from famine. We had given up hope. The crew of the Scylla, I hope I'm saying that right, or what remains of it, returned to Darkwater port late on Tuesday afternoon. The locals immediately rushed to the docks to welcome the last whaling ship on the island. People were amazed at the sight of the unbelievable catch the brave vessel had on board. Fair enough.
Do it again, you know? The girl doctor. Colden. She won't stop asking.
What?
Not that again. She will get us into trouble.
I know.
Oh yeah, they don't want to talk now. They realize I'm just hovering, listening to them. The girl doctor. Well, they're having a good time. Oh, and who might you be?
Nightmares. Can hear things and voices whispering. Will follow its reader and appear at various locations, gifted with its own consciousness, until it finds a new reader.
Not a book I want to read.
Ah, that's it. Maybe we should let him take it. No, the risks are too high. It's a book, after all. Pure knowledge.
Okay, yeah, not a book I'm gonna be excited to read. What have we here, gentlemen?
Do you like our song?
I do.
We're true sirens.
We may not be pros, but we give it all we've got.
That's
what
true.
matters.
It's a reminder of the time when we were still fishing for whales off Darkwater Island.
Nice. What is this song? No. The end of whaling.
What brought whaling to an end?
The whales, of course.
They all disappeared.
You exhausted the stocks.
You could say that, yeah.
I see.
There were fewer and fewer of them.
Until the last, the biggest.
The one of the Miraculous Catch.
Exactly.
What is this song?
I've never heard this song before.
Only people from here know it. It tells the story of the Miraculous Catch.
I saw the newspaper clipping. You don't believe it, do you?
Watch what you say, young man.
That catch saved our island.
Ah. Where's the proof?
We're the proof.
Without it, the whole of Darkwater would have died of hunger in 1847.
It's true. Everything happened just as it says in the newspaper report. Our grandparents tasted its flesh.
And it was delicious.
I see.
I bid you farewell, gentlemen.
Good night, stranger.
So long.
Interesting. Before I go talk to this fine lady, I think we'll check the journal here for a minute. See if we're missing anything. I did talk to Bradley, although I missed my chance to ask about the dock. The Darkwater docks. On the approaches to Darkwater, I saw thick clouds masking the sky. They were so low they seemed intent on impaling themselves on the sharp reefs that circle the island. Fitzroy, the captain of the only tub that manages to float to the mainland, offered to help me. He may have documents that belong to Charles Hawkins. Fitzroy advised me to visit the port's bar. He mentioned a little pick-me-up. I suppose I could get the lay of the land at the same time. Fishermen have gathered around the carcass of a killer whale. I could have a look and see what the local cops have got to tell me. Captain Fitzroy himself offered to share with me what he has found on the Hawkins in the archives of the Harbormaster office. Okay. Clues. We have the Miraculous Catch. No, hold on. There's more to this than what we originally read. Let's see. The locals immediately rushed to the docks to welcome the last whaling ship on the island. People were amazed at the sight of the unbelievable catch the brave vessel had on board. Of a size that went beyond that of the formidable toothed whales, the cetacean that is already being called the Miraculous Catch covered the whole deck, and parts of it were hanging over the side of the ship. The surviving sailors told a frightening account of their perilous catch, but also of its meat, unmatched in its quality and plentiful nutritious benefits. Ugh. There's no doubt that the immense size of this whale will allow numerous inhabitants of Darkwater to feed themselves, bringing an end to the famine from which part of the island was suffering. Warehouse for rent. Mr. Marks is putting his warehouse up for rent from June for fishing, workshop, and storage activities. You can contact him via your favorite newspaper or visit him on the docks. Special evening at the Stranded Whale. To celebrate the return of our brave whalers, and all the staff of the Stranded Whale invite you to an exceptional and free tasting event. Come with your family or with friends to taste the Miraculous Catch. Each person will leave with a bottle of oil, so don't hesitate. Yeah, that's probably not so good for these people. Now we have Roy Mitchell, owner of the Stranded Whale Bar. Prohibition has no hold on the Stranded Whale, and sailors come to seek some comfort in Mitchell's whiskey. The man therefore knows more than anyone the secrets and rumors that the inhabitants of the island exchange after a few glasses. Mitchell is devoted to the golden age of whale hunting, if the numerous trophies that decorate his establishment are anything to go by. The man will talk freely on this subject on which he is so keen, but he'll be far less enthusiastic if one was to inquire about his source of liquor. And we realize that. The island of Darkwater. It would seem that the world has forgotten the very existence of this isolated rock off the coast of Boston. It is a small, inhospitable island whose coastline is made up of steep cliffs and sharp reefs, and with only one outlet to the sea, it is mainly inhabited by the descendants of whalers who set up a supply post there in the 1800s. It was hit severely by the collapse of this activity. I think that the only venture on the island that is still profitable is its medical institute. Darkwater Port. At the entrance to the port of Darkwater, one still passes in front of the shell of the Scylla. That's what we're going with. The last whaling ship to have brought back a catch. Sailors wander the docks looking for some small job for the day. A gang of bootleggers has set itself up there and is gnawing away at the territory of Captain Fitzroy, the last sailor to own a boat capable of making the round trip between the island and mainland. Here the golden age of whale hunting is but a distant memory. And the Stranded Whale, a bar where liquor is served with total impunity. It's the last thing I expected to find when I arrived on this island. The Stranded Whale is its name, and it's managed with an iron hand by the owner, a certain Mitchell. He does not tolerate troublemakers, and he fiercely protects the identity of his supplier. All the inhabitants of the area seem to go there, and I even saw what looks to be a truce between the bootleggers and the sailors. This is listed as the occult. It's what the locals call the last catch of their whalers in 1847. Although whales were disappearing from the fishing zone of the Darkwater whalers, the crew of the Scylla made a gigantic and monstrous catch that saved the island from famine. They still celebrate this catch, and an article from the Times still decorates the bar. It's strange how the memory seems so alive, as if it was maintained by the survivors. And we got one available character point. I think we're going to save it for now. No, we should spend our character point. I'm going to continue with investigation. Yeah. No. I want to go ahead and validate that. Yep. Okay. Who might you be?
What you looking at, stranger?
She can certainly put them away.
I've rarely seen a woman who can hold her liquor so confidently.
What gives you the right to judge me?
Ooh.
It was a compliment.
So what? Let me drink, stranger.
I apologize. I didn't...
I told you to beat it.
Oh, I'm just always saying the wrong things. Who might you be?
I told you to beat it.
Yeah, fair enough, fair enough. I've got to stop offending people. I feel like nothing I say is... No, probably will get me into trouble. Let's not do that. Perhaps we need to be a little more known by the locals before they'll accept us. Alright, let's go to the Harbor Master's office. We'll talk to Fitzroy. Get the lowdown on this documentation that he's got that we should be so interested in. Nothing over here. Oh! But another door in. Look at that. Leaky building. You just rummage through your stuff.
I wonder what Captain Fitzroy has got to say about this woman, Cat.
Captain, the terms of our agreement are clear. Keep your men under control. You cannot afford to provoke us. No need to answer this message. Just make your payment to the carrier, Cat. Okay. New clue memorized. Threatening letter. I'm pretty sure that's going to be... Right. Just as it says. What have we here?
Broken. This place seems half abandoned.
It does indeed. Let's shut the door. We don't want to catch a draft, or let a draft in. I'm just going to rummage through your stuff a bit. I hope that's okay. Just a little bathroom. Is there nothing in here? Fair enough.
Fishing equipment. Could do with some rust remover. A souvenir from a more prosperous era. I guess this blackboard hasn't been wiped for more than 70 years.
Oh wow, okay. Are you even in here normally?
The Scylla. It finished up beached at the entrance to the harbor.
The Scylla. Hey, I got it right on the third try, so we are gonna stick with that. See, I don't want to talk to you and then upset you and lose my chance to investigate more of this place. Whoa. It's a lot of books. Now, what have we here? The Learning of Medicine Volume 2. The second volume teaches ethics and good practice to medical staff. Excellent. More medical progression. Now we're at 14%. Still says 2 character points needed before the next level. It's going to take time to level that up. What do we have up here? Something I can identify from across the room. Oh, a couple of items.
This man and Fitzroy could be twins.
In this photograph, a man who looks like Captain Fitzroy is posing on the bridge of a ship. He has a wooden leg. Okay. This will give us something to talk about when I go to talk to Fitzroy.
What a macabre souvenir.
That's the wooden leg. Nothing of interest. Okay. So we should be putting character points into our hidden objects discovery. Because I imagine that's going to give us more things to identify in a room.
I've brought out the Charles Hawkins cargo manifests. They're on the table next to you. But in truth, you're likely to be disappointed. When you're done, come join me on the deck.
Okay, well, let's check it out nonetheless.
These manifests are signed by Charles Hawkins. But that's all I'll get from them.
Only a few dates are still legible. 1890, 1907, and a partial date. The rest of the document is blacked out. Who would want this information to be hidden? 1890, 1907, and a partial date ending in 22. It's got to be 1922. Let's see if these clues give us any new information. Nope. Fair enough. Fair enough indeed. All right, Mr. Fitzroy. Let's have this conversation. Where are you? Oh, out here. Okay.
From here, I see everything that goes on in the harbor. The hard-working lives of my sailors, the fights at the stranded whale. Even the antics of these wharf rats don't escape me.
It's you who lays down the law around here.
Oh, I wouldn't go that far. I'm just the last serving captain on darkwater. Tell me what I can do to help you.
Your documents are unreadable.
Your manifests have been blacked out. They're totally unreadable.
Yeah, I saw that. I've got no idea who did it or why. I don't remember having countersigned anything special enough for someone to hide it.
And why obliterate the dates, as well as the goods stored in the warehouse?
You mean that the dates have some meaning?
I thought that fishing stopped in 1847.
I'm surprised Charles Hawkins had goods to store, knowing that whaling stopped in 1847.
I see that you're interested in the history of our island. Indeed, maritime activities ceased altogether at the end of the last century. I imagine that the Hawkins family had other types of contracts.
I see.
But you don't know with whom?
No, it was none of my business.
Tell me about Warehouse 36.
I'm looking for Warehouse 36. Do you know where it is?
Look, it's right there. The warehouse is opposite the jetty. You can't miss it.
Oh my.
Understood.
You know who the building belongs to, don't you?
You underestimate me. No, it belonged to the Hawk. Oh, lie. I have no idea. Oh, man. Yeah. Let's see what he says.
You tell me.
I thought you would have worked it out. It belonged to Charles Hawkins. Ship owners from father to son.
I see. That explains those loading manifests. Too bad I can't get much out of them. I think that somebody here wanted me to search this warehouse.
Seems about to be the case. Tell me about darkwater. Who is Cat?
I found a threatening letter, signed by a certain Cat.
What? I don't mind you visiting my harbor master's office, but I'd prefer if you didn't go through my affairs.
Are you being blackmailed?
Not exactly, no. That shyster wants to make us pay protection money.
With any success?
I wouldn't say that, but she terrifies my men as much as her own.
Can you not do anything to stop her?
Don't you worry about that.
Fair enough. Tell me about the photograph.
I was looking at your photograph. The one of the man in front of the boat.
Ah, yes, I can see the one you're talking about.
Interesting resemblance. I thought it was you, but with a wooden leg.
And for good reason. That's my father in the photograph.
Obviously, that was obvious.
John Fitzroy, captain of the Scylla. His wooden leg is here. You can go and see it if you're interested.
I already did look at it. Tell me about the Miraculous Catch.
The Miraculous Catch. Is it a local legend?
Not at all. It's an episode from our glorious past. Go read the story of the sailor's return to Darkwater Harbor. It's displayed on a wall of the stranded whale.
I did. I already read it. Tell me about the killer whale.
I'm just back from the wharves. The dead killer whale is unsettling the sailors.
Ah, yes. Us men of the sea are superstitious folk.
What would have killed
Killer
them?
whales don't have many known predators.
That's true. And normally, they're not found around here. But, you're gonna take me for a fool.
Give it a try.
Have you heard about the depths? Trenches that plunge into the earth, and that shelter creatures unlike any other.
You're talking about mythology.
Ha! Indeed, you're right.
Why are they putting it back
The
into
police
the sea?
took the decision to put the killer whale back into the sea.
You've got to understand them. They didn't know what to do with it.
I think that was a mistake. Who says that whatever caused those wounds is no longer in these waters?
You think we should have kept it?
To look into the real cause of its death, at least.
That's it. Where's this warehouse
Can you
again?
tell me where the warehouse is again?
Look, I've already shown it to you. It's the one with the cop on guard duty out front.
Ah,
You
that
can't
one.
miss it.
Well, there was a lot
Understood.
of buildings. Okay. Thank you much.
I shall be on my way.
So come back and see me when you've got something new.
I will do that. Oh, we earned a character point. How's our sanity holding up? We're still stable. We've got another point to go, and... medicine and the occult skills can only be improved by objects discovered in the environment. Oh, so our starting points... Oh, interesting. I didn't know that. We got to assign our starting points there, but that is it. Not very eloquent. No, let's keep trucking away at this investigation. I want to get really good at investigation. That's good. Get inside warehouse 36. We got a bio on James Fitzroy. It's the captain of the Charybdis, the only boat that still sails between Darkwater and Boston. His base is the harbor master's office, from where he misses nothing that happens on the island. The inhabitants of Darkwater respect him. The bootleggers despise him. He offered to help me in my investigation. But can he be trusted? That's the real question. Oh, what have we here? More patrons. They don't seem to want to talk to me.
Prohibition is just a joke around here. That suits me fine.
I bet it does. Gentlemen want to talk?
We're no longer at home on our own island.
Calm down. It's not worth the effort.
What?
I told him, that flunky, that he'll see what a real sailor has in his belly.
If you continue like that, everyone will see what you've got in your belly.
Well, I hope so. I hope they don't forget the lesson. Me? I'm not scared of some girl.
I mean, they're going to cut you open, you idiot. Calm down.
Interesting. The plot thickens. No, let me follow the other crew in here. You feel like giving me a drink yet?
You again?
Yeah, I'm back.
Captain Fitzroy told me about a
Got
little
pick-me-up, yeah.
Oh, yeah? That must have been before you came looking for a fight in my bar.
Oh, come on.
Because
of a little tussle.
Drinking it here is
Fair
a
enough.
privilege. Anything else?
Yeah. Tell me about the Hawkins warehouse.
What do you know about the Hawkins warehouse?
If I were you, I wouldn't hang around there.
Why not?
First off, there were rumors.
Oh, the rumors.
Sailors from around screams.
Yeah.
Screams.
And that's not... But I'll say anything else.
No,
That'll be all for
that's
now.
good. Just the same old, same old. Oh, they came to sit down over here.
Another break?
One of those damn sailors came looking for trouble again.
But he won't try again anytime soon. We gave him a good hiding.
So you said to yourselves that after such a feat, you could abandon your post.
It's just a little drink. We taught those guys a lesson.
We'll return right after. It's just that standing guard in this alley makes your throat dry.
That fool Fitzroy can't keep his dogs on a leash.
I'll have to send him a more clear-cut message. I told you to beat it.
Yeah, but you're happy to talk about your business right in front of me. Okay, fine. So we've already covered all of this. A little more exposition, but not much else to be spoken about. Oh, look.
Oh, yeah.
They've got the fish much closer to the ocean now.
You can't understand.
Not
You're
the
not
fish.
sailors.
What could have done so much damage?
Don't put that beast back in the water, you shysters! You're crazy!
They're cops. They can't understand.
You feel like talking to me
You
again?
can see that I'm busy, can't you?
You can't
Yeah,
understand.
fair enough. No, what's done is done.
You shysters! You're crazy!
They're cops. They can't understand.
I feel like if I just go up there and talk to that person, they're not going to be so friendly. Are you just another fisherman that has nothing to say to me? Yeah. Oh, look at that statue. Hold on. I wanna bypass this and come look at this statue. Look at this. Oh, this thing is cool. St. Brendan the Navigator.
St. Brendan, patron saint of sailors and travelers. Desecrated. I can't even say which language it's written in.
Did that give me, Oh yeah, here it is. Does the patron saint of whales and whalers still protect the sailors of darkwater? Visibly, there were other gods before St. Brendan, and their worshippers do not seem to be of this opinion. The locals still worship the old saint, but a mark was made on the statue by another cult.
I've no idea what it says.
Perhaps we need more experience in our occultism. Let's see what we have in these buildings. This one will not let us in. That one's boarded up, so it looks like this is the only one we can enter. Oh, we have to pick the lock. Doesn't look like anybody's really paying attention. Hopefully our investigation skill is high enough.
Damnation, I broke it. It's no use. The padlock won't give.
Darn it. Darn it. Need to keep working on that investigation skill. Okay, well, we've exhausted our search down here. That's what we have over in this direction. You have anything to say? No, you're intentionally looking down when I come over to you. I'm pretty sure it's a safe bet you have nothing to say to me. I think before we start another conversation, though, that's where we're going to go ahead and wrap up this episode. Our choices having been made and taken us this far. This has been Call of Cthulhu, Episode 2. I hope you've had a good time watching, because as always, I've had a good time playing. Be sure to let me know down in the comments if you're enjoying this series as much as I am. And don't forget to like if you did like the video, and subscribe and ring the bell if you haven't already done so. But until next time, take care.